I will show wonders in heaven above, and signs in the earth beneath, blood and fire and vapor of smoke. The sun shall be turned into darkness, and the moon into blood, before the coming of the great and awesome day of the Lord. And it shall come to pass that whoever calls on the name of the Lord shall be saved. Acts 2:21. And through signs, science, and symbols, the Lord has prepared us for the end that is soon about to come.
Then the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Command the sons of Israel that they bring to you clear oil from beaten olives for the light, to make a lamp burn continually. Leviticus 24:1. Oil is defined as a substance derived from animals, vegetables, and minerals, which has a flammable property. And the first oil products were derived from the olive tree. And the olive tree was used to keep the lamps lit. As Moses was commanded, You shall charge the sons of Israel that they bring you clear oil of beaten olives for the light, to make a lamp burn continually in the tent of meeting outside the veil, which is before the testimony. Aaron and his sons shall keep it in order from evening to morning before the Lord. It shall be a perpetual statute throughout their generations for the sons of Israel. Exodus 27:20-21. Thus the lamp was to be kept lit continually with the olive oil until the end. The Hebrew word for lamp is ner, which means light. For a lamp brings light into darkness, and as we know, the sun is a lamp who would bring light into this dark world. As the Son said, I am the light of the world. He who follows me shall not walk in darkness, but have the light of life. John 8:12. And the Son would call on his children to be light of this world. For as the light taught us, you are the light of the world. A city that is set on a hill cannot be hidden. Nor do they light a lamp and put it under a basket, but on a lampstand, and it gives light to all who are in the house. Let your light so shine before men, that they may see your good works and glorify your Father in heaven. Matthew 5:14. And how do we keep our lamps lit? With the olive oil. For the Hebrew word for olive is zayeth, which means to keep lit. And the Lord forewarned us to keep our lamps lit. For the day of judgment shall come like a thief in the night. And the bride of the groom will be ready, but the world won't be ready on that day, for the oil in their lamps will be dry. As the Son taught us, the kingdom of heaven would be comparable to 10 virgins who took their lamps and went out to meet the bridegroom. 5 of them were foolish, and 5 were prudent. For when the foolish took their lamps, they took no oil with them. But the prudent took oil and flasks along with their lamps. Now while the bridegroom was delaying, they all got drowsy and began to sleep. But at midnight there was a shout, Behold the bridegroom! Come out to meet him! Then all those virgins rose and trimmed their lamps. The foolish said to the prudent, Give us some of your oil, for our lamps are going out. But the prudent answered, No, there will not be enough for us. And you too, go instead to the dealers and buy some for yourselves. And while they were going away to make the purchase, the bridegroom came, and those who were ready went in with him to the wedding feast, and the door was shut. Later, the other virgins also came, saying, Lord, Lord, open up for us. But he answered them, Truly I say to you, I do not know you. Matthew 25, 1 through 12. And what does it mean to be filled with the olive oil which gives light? It means to be filled with the Holy Spirit. For the Greek word for oil is aloion, which means to be filled with the Spirit. And the Son promised that we would be filled with the Spirit of truth. I will ask the Father, and He will give you another helper, that He may be with you forever. That is the Spirit of truth, whom the world cannot receive because it does not see Him or know Him. But you know Him because He abides with you and will be in you. John 14:16 through 17. And when the Son died and rose again, the Spirit would fill the people. When the day of Pentecost had come, they were all together in one place. And suddenly there came from heaven a noise like a violent rushing wind, and it filled the whole house where they were sitting. And there appeared to them tongues as of fire destroying themselves, and they rested on each one of them. And they were all filled with the Holy Spirit, and began to speak with other tongues as the Spirit was giving them utterance. Acts 2:1 through 4. Thus, in order to keep our lamps lit with oil, we are to be filled with the Holy Spirit. For as Paul said, do you not know that you are the temple of God, and the Spirit of God dwells in you? If anyone defiles the temple of God, God will destroy him. For the temple of God is holy, which temple you are. 1 Corinthians 3:16 through 17. Thus, we are to be filled with olive oil, the Holy Spirit, for we are the temples of God, and we will be ready for the bridegroom on that day.